Hello, my darlings. I didn't think that this would be a video that I would ever have to make. Oh, goodness me. My nerves. I'm sure there are lots of people all across the United Kingdom, if not around the world, especially Europe and America, that are feeling cold prickles on the backs of their necks. Gosh, it's a rather worrying time, isn't it? I know. I'm feeling it myself, which is probably why I'm sat here chatting with you guys, trying to make sense of a very horrible situation that we're galloping ever closer towards. I'm talking about the Russia-Ukraine conflict. I am. And it's not looking very good. I truly hope that we can walk back from this impasse that we find ourselves at with Russia. Russia seem to think that we're on the warpath with them now. I appreciate that we have to support Ukraine. We do, because we don't want to see those poor people suffer. But likewise, here in the United Kingdom, we don't want to suffer either. And I am a very worried mother. And I'll tell you for why I'm very worried. I have one darling daughter at home, my darling love, and she's upstairs at the moment, fast asleep. She's getting ready for a night shift because she's a nurse, if you didn't know, she's a children's nurse. My other darling daughter is 250 miles away from me in Newcastle. It takes 3 hours on a good day with light traffic to get to her on the motorway. And I'm fighting an internal battle at the moment with my nerves of how on earth am I going to get to her in time if something kicks off between the United Kingdom and Russia. And I can't be the only mum in Britain, the only parent in Britain that isn't feeling this. If you've got a child that's far away from you, how are you coping with it? Because it's turning my stomach. It's making me feel very upset and frustrated and angry that we are at this point in time where we're actually having to physically sit down and have the conversation with our partners, our husbands, wives, etc. How do we do it? How do we get there? Hello, darling. Have you just got in?
Yeah.
Hello, love. As you can see, I'm sat here working, and my husband's just walked in around doing a live, but there we are. I'll be upstairs in a bit to make you a cup of tea. All right, love? Oh, thank you. Oh, the best flea treatment on the planet. It'll kill anything except the cat, of which he's actually upstairs at the moment, is Montague. On the bed, fast asleep, doing what he does. I'm very relieved we now have flea treatment, as we don't want any more of that happening again. Goodness me, we had enough last time, and they were crawling everywhere. Ugh, creepy little critters. Don't want that. So yeah, anyway, getting back to the original subject of why I was sat here talking to you. What plans do you guys have? I'm assuming that you have one. I feel like Phoebe Buffet friends when she was talking to Monica and Rachel, and they were all saying that we're in our 20s and we've got to have a plan. And Phoebe turns around and says to them both, "You've got a plan? I don't even have a plur." And that's just how I feel right now. I feel like Phoebe Buffet. Absolutely don't have a clue what to do. I'm torn. Do we see how things go? Do we wait for the Prime Minister to announce that we're at war with Russia? Do I preempt what's going to happen and go up and pick her up now instead of in 4 weeks' time when term finishes? What do we do? Do you know what to do? I don't know what to do. I'm at a loss. I'm sat here working away on my business, thinking I should be doing something, but what is that thing to do? I'm torn whether or not to pick her up now, leave her to the end of, the middle of December. What would you guys do, is what I'm saying, basically. If it was your child, what would you do? I mean, my husband and I have sat down and talked about this. And we're at a loss of what to do as well. And this isn't like me. I normally know what to do. I normally have a plan. I mean, and my mother's instinct is telling me to go and pick her up before the end of term. My head, my sensible side of my head, that isn't related to my heart over head issues. Let's wait and see what the government's going to come out with and what the government's going to tell us. Oh, the anxiety that I am feeling. It's making me feel very churned up inside. I'm constantly talking with our child, and she would quite like to see out the end of term. I'd quite like for her to see out the end of term. I don't want anything to kick off. Do you think that Russia might do a limited nuclear exchange with the Ukraine, with us? What are your thoughts? I feel that we're galloping towards something quite catastrophic and quite serious, but I don't know. Oh, the anxiety, I don't know. And the not knowing is making me falter on a plan. And as I said, this isn't me. This isn't how I operate. I always have a plan. I don't know what to do. And as I say, the anxiety is crippling me. And it just feels as though this week has just gone completely bonkers. And now we have Storm Bert knocking on the door for tomorrow. And it looks as though it's going to be an absolute hoolie, especially where we live. We're very open to the elements, as you know, being living in the back of beyond of this small Yorkshire village. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Well, my husband's just come home, so I'm going to go and make him a cup of tea because he's been at work since 5 this morning. He's got a very demanding job and he's exhausted, bless him. So I'll leave you now, my darlings. And no doubt I'll wait to hear from you of what you think I should be doing. Oh, I do not know. Take care, my darlings. Bye-bye.